Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on this edition of YES101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Theruni Karunaratne, and as always, let's start off with news here at home. The redefining of boundaries of tank reserves will begin today. Minister of Agriculture, Livestock, Lands and Irrigation KD Lanka said that work will commence from Nuwarababa in Anuradhapura. The minister said that currently the tank reserves of all major tanks as well as small tanks have been illegally used by political allies and the public for their own purposes. He pointed out that there are many illegal constructions in numerous reserves as well. Agriculture and Irrigation Minister KD Lanka stated that politicians and officials of the government were behind granting permission for such activities. Accordingly, steps should be taken to voluntarily vacate all persons residing illegally in the tank reserves starting today. The minister stated that after redefining of the reserves, all unauthorized constructions will be removed from the tank reserves in the future and the water will be released for the farmers to cultivate during the Yala, Maha as well as intermediate seasons without any hindrance. He mentioned that, in addition, steps will be taken to enhance the tourist attraction of those areas by establishing afforestation in the tank reserves. Meanwhile, a businessman and an excise inspector were arrested early this morning in connection with a shooting incident in a sports complex in Battaramulla. According to the police, an argument had erupted between the two individuals, during which the excise inspector allegedly seized the businessman's pistol and fired 4 shots at a nearby wall. No injuries were reported during the incident, and investigations are currently ongoing. Well, we're still in local news. A woman has been arrested at the Katunayaka Bandaranaike International Airport while attempting to travel overseas using a forged passport. The arrest was made by officials from the Criminal Investigation Department. Authorities discovered a counterfeit official seal from the Department of Immigration and Emigration as well as a fake visa in the suspect's possession. Further investigations into the incident are currently underway. Coming up next is international news.
International news.
The Syrian presidency says it will deploy a new force to halt the deadly sectarian clashes between the Bedouin and Druze fighters in the south of the country. Syrian interim president Ahmed al-Shara's office urged all parties to exercise restraint amid reports of renewed fighting near the city of Suwaida on Friday. Almost 600 people are reported to have been killed since the violence erupted on Sunday. The US ambassador to Turkey said that Israel and Syria had agreed to a ceasefire on Friday. Coming up next is sports news.
Sports news.
Reigning MotoGP champion Jorge Martin said he was glad to be back on the racetrack at the Czech Republic Motorcycle Grand Prix after missing 10 of the 11 rounds because of injuries. Wrist and ankle injuries suffered in a pre-season crash ruled the 27-year-old Spaniard out of the first 3 rounds before another crash in his first race on board the Aprilia bike in Qatar in April led to a collapsed lung as well as bruised ribs. Well, that brings to a close this edition of Visual Radio with YES101. I'm Theruni Karunaratne. Thank you for joining us this time and do stay tuned with News First for more of the very latest.